So today I want to show you a different app and website that I love, which is Todoist. This app is very flexible. You can make a basic to-do list. You could use it as a kanban board, but my favorite part is that it integrates with Google Calendar. Okay, so let's take a look at how to build some tasks in Todoist. I already have the integration set up with my Google Calendar. And so what we're going to do is start adding in some tasks. Some of these, like the first one that I'm going to add in, are kind of silly. You think I would remember to charge the iPads. I am notorious for letting my devices go until the batteries are absolutely dead because it is going to integrate with the calendar. You can also do something like charge iPads every Thursday. And if I do it in that way, you can see it over here on the calendar. It pops up as an all-day task, but I might want to do this every Thursday at 7:30. All right, so now if we go take a look over here at the calendar, we've got that automatically booked for an hour. I don't really need that for an hour. It doesn't take that long, right? So I'm gonna give myself just a little 15-minute window here, and I can save that for all of the events. And then you can see that every Thursday that just automatically pops up, and it's automatically then changes it here. So it works both directions. With Todoist, I actually don't keep that window open, this tab at work. Once I have it all set up, I'm basically interacting with Todoist through that Google Calendar. And so you see on here that there is actually a separate calendar that is for Todoist. So other things I would add on here would be for my time blocking, like read prep. And so I might want to put that every other Friday. You do have to use 24-hour clock on this one. And once it pops up here on my calendar, I think because I put every other Friday, yeah, it automatically popped up on the 12th. And I can actually just adjust it like that. Put this in following event. Let's move this over to this week. That way it shows up. And boom, there it is. Of course, it's very easy to just drag and drop if you need to move that time block to a different day or adjust it, by a few minutes here or there. And some of the others that I would put in here, my other time block things like art prep, which I was typically doing every Wednesday. Also, this is an afternoon task for me. We'll keep that one at an hour there. Prepping consent paperwork. So you see how these are all listed here, but then now they all show up on here as well. My consent paperwork doesn't take that long to prep, so I'm going to change that one to just a 30-minute block. And same thing on contacting the parents, switch that to just a 30-minute block instead of a full hour. The hour is just the standard time that I have set to block on my calendar. There we go. Now it's for the 30 minutes. Even though I have put the scheduled test sessions for every third Thursday, starting on the 4th, it somehow didn't take it that way. So this is one of those things, just takes a little bit of time to get it set up. But once you have it set up, you are really golden. If you are using the Todoist app, or whether you're using the website, you're going to see here for your inbox that it's going to have 6 things due. You would see if tasks were due today, but once you have it here on your calendar, you can just go in, and once you're done with it, you can just delete that task. That deletes it for this week, and then you would see it's still there for next week, but it just lets you go ahead and mark those things off. The other thing that I like about this is that I can have it where I can see it on my calendar. I know these are things that I need to save time for each week or every other week or whatever the situation would be for each one, but this doesn't affect my availability that coworkers can see on my calendar. So if you need to take a look and see if I'm available, they wouldn't even be able to see this because this would just be on this Todoist calendar that I wouldn't have publicly available. And this is something that I have found to be tremendously helpful for silly little things that I forget, but it also really helps with being able to block those chunks of time and have it automatically show up without being too intrusive on my regular calendar. This one doesn't have things like ARDs or test sessions scheduled, but sometimes it gets a little bit cluttered looking, and so I can just look at my to-do task, or I can just look at my schedule where I'm going to meetings or working with students. So it's very nice to be able to separate it out that way as well. Now you can also use Todoist, this kanban system, and so you can add a project here, which I'll just call this Diag stuff. And so any of these items that are in my inbox, they could be, I think you can even just drag them over. Yeah, so they can be pulled over like this into a project. And then with projects, you can also do a board view where you can set up kind of a kanban type system. Here we go. A backlog, you could have like this month and this week if you wanted those. So this week, oops, I need to charge my iPads. Maybe I'm not doing read prep this week, but I would do it this month. Art prep would definitely go on this week, but you could have other things in here too. Like if you wanted to have specific case tasks or anything like that, like with your evaluation, you could absolutely use this. This is free, but a lot of what you get here with Todoist on the free version is really fabulous. You can see here I didn't do a column for today because Todoist has this function. If I did have something that I wanted to do today, I could just type in today, make file folders. And so then I can just quickly go over to the today and see what it is that needs to be done. And that one, it shows up as an all day task because I didn't put a specific time on it. And once I get it done, I can delete it there. And then now I am cleared off here as well. The phone app is fabulous. I love it. I do use this app for a lot of stuff at home. It's also very easy to share with another collaborator. You can tag certain people here. It's like you can assign a person if you do have a team that you're collaborating with. And so it would pop up on their list. But at work, I just really love, I don't have to interact with the app or the website per se. I can really just do everything here through my Google Calendar. And honestly, that Google Calendar, that runs my work life. I have everything on there, including test sessions when I'm planning to pull students and everything. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful.